So good day everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sir Jason's Math Corner. So in this video, we are going to talk about addition of integers. First and foremost, let us define first integers. So what is integers? So integers are signed whole numbers. This is signed, meaning to say it can either be positive or negative. But in the integers, 0 is also considered as an integer. Therefore, integers is a set of real numbers that are either positive whole numbers or negative whole numbers or 0. 0 means neutral, not negative, not positive. Say for example, negative 2. This is an example of a negative integer. How about 3? This is an example of a positive integer. So meaning to say, if you will see or if something is written beside the number or at the left side of a number and it looks like this, meaning that is negative integer. So how do we add integers? Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about the first rule. By the way, there are two rules basically in adding integers. So let's talk about the first rule. Adding integers with the same sign. With the same sign. Okay. So the rule in adding an integer with the same sign or adding integers with the same signs is just to simply add the integers or the number and then you affix the sign being used. Say for example, let's say 3 plus 4. That's positive 3 plus positive 4. That is 7. So that's also the same with, let's say, negative 5 plus negative 3. So if in case this is positive, that's 5 plus 3, that's 8. But since it's negative, you just affix the sign negative and then the result when you add 5 and 3. So that's negative 8. So that's how you add integers with the same sign. Now, how about if we will be adding integers with different signs? Okay, let me erase this. With different signs. So, when we talk about different signs, that's adding integers that is neither both or they are not both positive and they are not both negative. So say for example, let's say 5 plus negative 1. So how do we add integers with different signs? Say for example, this 1. So you just bear in your mind that in adding integers with different sign, you just simply subtract the numbers. Let's neglect first the sign of each of the integers. Say for example, this is positive and this is negative. Let's neglect that first. So you just simply subtract. That's 5 minus 1. That's 4. Right? 5 minus 1 is 4. So you put 4 and then you affix the sign of the integer with greater absolute value. Meaning to say, what is an absolute value? So whatever is the number, whether it is positive or negative, the result is always the positive value of that certain integer. So the absolute value of 5, that's 5. And then the absolute value of negative 1, That's 1. So which is bigger, 5 or 1? 5. So therefore, the sign that has the integer that has a bigger value or absolute value is the positive 5. 5. So you affix the sign of that integer. So positive 5. And no need to write the plus sign. Therefore, 5 plus negative 1 is 4. Now, another example. Let's say 13 or negative 13 plus, let's say, 4. Okay. What's again the first step? So you simply subtract the number, neglect the sign first. So that's 13 minus 4. How much is 13 minus 4? That's 9. So you put 9. And then the second step is you affix the sign of the integer that has a greater absolute value. So by simply looking at the two numbers, which is greater, neglecting the sign being used, So the 13 is bigger. And what is the sign of 13? Negative. So therefore, negative 13 plus 4 is negative 9. And that's how you add integers with different signs. So that could be all for this video, and I hope that you have learned from this. And thank you for watching this. See you on the next video.